used to dive in California a lot. Older guy, his name is Johnny Wanik. You ever heard of him?
No.
So Johnny Wanik is an older guy, Navy guy, 6'2", 6'3". He was at that time he was about maybe 59, 60 years old, but just solid. Run 10 miles every day, just solid. Great diver, taught me a lot. And he called me one day. Oh, let's go dive tomorrow. Da, 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 da. I was like, oh, I can't. I gotta work. He said, okay. So he found a partner, and they went kayaking to this place called Big Flats. And so they went out to Big Flats, and he said he shot what could have been a world record Amilu, because this guy's been all over the world spearfishing. He's like, he told me, I shot this Amilu, 25, 30 pounds. I hanged it off my kayak, and I kept diving, and my partner was by his kayak, and we're kind of drifting. He said he turns around while he's on the bottom. He turns around, looks up at his kayak. He sees this tiger shark come right up, full charge. Boom! Whack his kayak, throws his kayak up in the air, flips it, grabs his Amilu, eats it. His partner saw the whole thing go down, jumps on his kayak, and leaves him there. Hey, so he's over there trying to put his kayak back together, trying to get his gear together. This tiger shark's just flipping out, surrounding him, acting aggressive, and his partner is just gone. And he's like, "Where are you going? Come back!" You know, the guy's like, "Oh, fuck no!" And John gets up, finally gets on his kayak, starts paddling in, and then he catches up with him. He's like, "You're an effing asshole! You just left me out there," just going off. And like we said, having a good, solid partner is not going to do that kind of stuff, and you got to filter them out. And that's like when John and I was diving a lot together at that time, and he was really thankful that how solid of a partner I was for him, you know, because I wouldn't have bailed. I just been like, oh crap, I would have helped him, you know, I would have like stand guard and whatnot. Anyway,
Yeah, it's on. Like,
yeah,
yeah, I don't care. I mean, here's the thing from animal training, when I was training dolphins and sea lions get gnarly too, is that you're either predator or prey, number one, and is it worth it to the animal? So you better stand and fight, and if you want to stay alive, because that's your option. I don't have a lot of experience with tiger sharks. I've seen like one big tiger that was like, wow, the whole seafloor is moving. That was a big tiger. Um, but I have a lot of experience with smaller, more like kind of crazy, like reef sharks, gravy sharks, silky sharks, or silver tip sharks, um, and just animals in general, right? Yeah, you're gonna have to draw a line in the sand. And my thing is like, if you're getting, yeah, and number
yeah.
one, why would you leave your buddy? Like, like,
That's the thing is like, okay, you guys are partners. When it comes to a situation like that where it's almost life and death, you have to be together, strength in numbers.
right?
And that's what his partner that day didn't understand. Strength in numbers, safety in numbers. And it's just crazy. So, and then like I got into a situation at Neha with my buddy Tommy where we were getting chased around by this huge tiger shark. And like it would go into the murk, it would come back out in a different direction, jaws open, everything. We're like, oh, we're poking at it and whatnot, and it'll disappear in the murk again. It'll come up underneath us. We're like, holy crap! And we just had to stand our ground, and that thing chased us around for like 40 minutes, dude. And the boatman was nowhere to be found. And when the boatman finally came, I was pissed. I was snapping at the captain. I was ready to punch his lights out. I was just and Neho back in those days was like Jurassic Park. You couldn't leave divers in the water alone. You have to like kind of drift with them in the boat. It was just gnarly. But my partner at that time, Tommy, he's a solid guy. We just went back to back and we just stood our ground. But it was scary as hell. If it wasn't for him, I actually would have got bit because I didn't even see the thing coming. We were just sitting side by side, and he cuts me off. He's like, "Woo, woo!" I look like, "Oh!" And the thing's right there, jaws open. I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, it was wicked. It was wild, and it was like if it wasn't for Tommy, I probably wouldn't be here right now. Honestly, it
Sure.
was crazy.
The funny thing, I think we all have stories like that. That infamous, "Hmm, hmm." I'm
Uh,
like, oh boy.